Hello friends, this is Indian Princess. And guess what? I transferred my main account to state 1026. This was a completely unplanned and sudden move, and it was totally adventurous because I moved into the state totally out of the blue. I did not know anybody in the state, but I still chose to move my main account into 1026. So in this video, I'm going to tell you my reasons why I chose this state, and I hope I will be able to help you understand how to choose a state if you want to move your main account, especially if you don't know anybody in that state. Like I explained in my previous video, you can scout states prior to transfer and contact the president, request an invite, and move in phase 2. But what I did is I moved in phase 3 without any invite, without contacting anybody in the state. These are my new coordinates in state 1026. I'll be updating them in the description. I have my bear spot assigned to me already. The bear time is 15 UTC, same as I had in my previous alliance in my previous state. And the reason why I moved my account out of 1126 is that I just wanted to explore. Now, if we look at the castle of state 1126, it is currently occupied by TMS and we have a supreme president, High Voltage. High Voltage is one of my closest friends in the game. And TMS is like my favorite alliance. They've taught me a lot of things and they've helped me in every possible way. So, me moving out of 1126 is just because I wanted to explore. Because 1126 is a leading state now. We've had Supreme President 2 times in a row. It was always kind of my dream to see 1126 in the list of leading states. And it is a leading state now, so it's like a dream come true for me. So I decided to move on and explore other prospects. I have nothing but best wishes for 1126. I hope it continues to grow stronger, it does well, everyone prospers in that state. And I will be forever grateful for all the love and support I got from 1126. Now going back to the moment when I decided to move my account, it was almost the end of phase 3 and only 8 hours were left for the portal to close. And I did not have any invite and I did not scout any states prior. All I had is my transfer passes and the list of states. Now if you remember my transfer group, 1022 was the oldest state in my transfer group. So I decided to move into the oldest possible state. So if you randomly decide to move your main account, I would say you choose either the oldest state or the youngest state if you're looking for a new experience. Older states will be at a higher level of development compared to your current state, and younger state will be at a slightly lower level of development compared to your current state. Personally, I prefer to go to older states simply because players from older states are more experienced. You would get to learn a lot from them, so it's my personal preference to go towards older states. And since I had decided to move almost towards the end of phase 3, availability of transfer slots was also an issue. So I started checking from older state onwards, and state 1022, 1023, 1024 and 1025. The first 4 states in the list, their transfers were full. State 1026 had transfer slots available. So I decided to check the state out. So when you're considering a state to transfer into, the most important thing to do is to check their castle. Enter the castle coordinates and look for their battle record. Just tap on the castle and it will give you all the info you need. Tap the battle record, go to Hall of Fame. Now 1026 has an impressive record. They have a Supreme President currently and another Supreme President and a third Supreme President. They have Supreme President so many times. I see a fourth Supreme President, and there was one more. There was a fifth time Supreme President. So this state has one Supreme President 5 times, and it has never been invaded. This says a lot about how the state functions. They certainly work together. That is why they are able to achieve Supreme President 5 times. Another thing that I look out for is the banner. I saw the UK flag on the state, and that got me interested. Because my preferred languages of communication are English and Hindi. So if I see the flag of UK, US, Australia, or any country that has primarily English speaking people, it gives me a fair idea that the state possibly has more number of English speaking people. That chat is convenient to me if I don't have to hit the translate button on every post. So I always do prefer English or Hindi speaking alliances and states. So if I see the flag of India or any other English speaking country, I would prefer to go to that state. So I just transferred into the state without talking to anyone. I just looked at the banner and the battle record, and then I looked at the leaderboard. I did not know anybody in the state. I was a total stranger here, so I randomly tapped on the number one alliance, that is OFA, One for All, and I tapped apply because they had some slots open. And they accepted my application almost immediately. And they took me in, they were warm and welcoming, and I was given a bear spot also almost immediately. I was delighted to know that the bear time is the same as I had in TMS, and everyone was just so warm and welcoming. The R5 of this alliance is currently KTH, who's also the strongest whale in the state, and he's got the arena skin. That's quite impressive. Everyone was really nice to me in this state, even though I did not know anybody before I actually transferred here. I've interacted with Hedsik, it's been really sweet, and I've also spoken to Maisa. She was also very kind and very sweet with me. They made an effort to make me feel comfortable in the state. And Romeo here, he's also an R4, and he's Indian, he speaks Hindi. And that was just so heartwarming. Me and him, we can actually have a chat in Hindi in Alliance Chat. It's been a while since I was able to do that. So overall, my experience of transferring into 1026 was very positive. It was totally a crazy thing to do, move in phase 3 without any invite, without knowing anybody in the state, which is why it was so adventurous. This is the whole point of my channel. I try to share my gaming experience, my journey through Whiteout Survival world, and all the crazy things that I do. I hope you found this video useful. I tried to share a few things, a few points that you should remember before you move into a state. I hope those tips will help you if you ever decide to move. Castle is the most important thing to look at. If you see too many invasions in that castle, be careful of that state. It's possibly dead or toxic. But if the castle has a good battle record and supreme multiple times, it shows that the state works together and they are friendly and united. So that state is probably safe to move into. So this is all I wanted to share through this video. Thanks for watching.